This is the RoseCraft Blades Cane Creek Jack, a clip point blade based on or inspired by a Joseph Allen and Sons, that's a Sheffield maker's knife from the earlier part of the 20th century. There's Andy Armstrong's maker's mark. Andy Armstrong is the guy behind RoseCraft Blades. He used to design for Rough Rider knives, and well, he's had this company for a few years now and is just doing beautiful work. I guess they really catch my eye with their slip joints. I don't have any of their modern folders. I hear from our trusted voices that they're excellent. They just do not appeal to me anything close to the way their slip joint knives do. So something for everyone over at RoseCraft Blades, except I don't think I've seen any fixed blades there yet. But so a nice clip point blade with an aggressive swedge and a nail neck towards the back, which makes it, you definitely need it. This one I cannot pinch open. Yeah, maybe I can, it's just not very comfortable. So that nail neck definitely comes in handy and is necessary. D2 blade steel, very sharp, nice and thin. But I think robust enough you could do some decent work with this. I did some box breaking down. It's not like I did tons and tons of cardboard slicing, but just breaking it down the seams and stuff. This was a very comfortable knife to use and very sharp, and the blade is thin enough it just glided through the material. It's also short. By the way, this knife is smaller than I expected from the pictures. For some reason, I expected this to be a bigger slip joint, and it isn't, and I'm very happy about that. I'll show you in comparison to some of the other RoseCrafts, but it's such a nice size. It fits, it just carries great. I've been using it, popping it in a, where do I have it? Oh, it's right over here. In this really nice sheath here. That's, what is that? Collector Knives, collectorknives.com. Very nice sheath. This thing fits in there perfectly. It's been rattling around in my pocket ever since I got it about 2 weeks ago from traditionalpocketknives.com. I'm really liking this G10, layered G10 with the yellow, orange, red, and then that dark green, or maybe that's black going down the center. I think it's really fetching and beautiful. And then here at the back bolster, you see that RoseCraft RC, that monogram there. Looks really nice. Walk and talk on this is very nice. Goes crisply to the half stop and closes nicely. Right about there. I have not oiled this. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've flushed out any of my RoseCrafts except for I know I did with the French Broadjack. That's been the problem child. But I mean, a wonderful, wonderful knife, but it just doesn't have the same fit and finish as all these others. But man, I love this. They have a couple of others coming out. They have that Bow Trapper coming out. The Bow Trapper is an Andy Armstrong original design. At first blush, it may seem to be like a sow belly, but it's not. If you look at it, it's an asymmetrical curve, heavier at the pommel, resembles more of a pistol grip, and it's really cool. I had one of his Bow Trapper Rough Riders, moved it along a while ago, so I'm looking forward to that one. And then RoseCraft Blades also has a gunstock jack coming out that looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that one. From the pictures, I think the handle to blade ratio on that will bother me somehow. I'm not sure why. If the blade is too thin for the width of the handle or the blade is too short for the length, something about it I need to investigate further or get in person. Nice fluted bolsters here. A little bit of chatter in that fluting, but it's nicely polished. By chatter, I mean that little, it's a little uneven there. No biggie. RoseCraft. I really like his maker's mark. It's pretty cool. The A with the crossbones. RC2013. That's exactly how I read the letters at an eye chart at an eye doctor. always with a question. Yeah, I dig that blade. Very nice blade. Let's show this off with a couple of other of these RoseCrafts. The first one that comes to mind, of course, is the Lusahatchee Jack, another beautiful clip point blade from RoseCraft based on a Sheffield pattern. And you can really see it in that clip point blade, the way the edge dives down from the spine and the tip is way down low. That's kind of a signature sort of British or Sheffield, England style clip point blade. I don't know what maker this is inspired by, but I do know that it is beautiful, especially, look at the spines of these knives. Now, mind you, these are like $55 knives, and they are just very well produced. Everything here is super smooth and hafted nicely. I love the color of this orange here. I kind of wish that it didn't have all of this dark, whatever it is, to show off the jigging. I would prefer to have all of that gorgeous orange shining through. If anyone knows how to do that without sanding, I don't want to do anything crazy, let me know. I have a feeling there's nothing I can do, and I can live with this for sure. It's just, I would love to see that brilliant orange the whole way through. Beautiful blade. So I'll leave this one open. Here it is with the French Broad Jack. This one is great. This one's, they're stopping this one, or I guess I should say, I saw that they had only 13 left and they're just about to, I don't know if they're discontinuing it or if they will re-release it down the road, probably in a different handle like they've done with several other of their models. But I really like this one, even though this one, like I said, was the problem child. It's got not so good fit there. It's like the, well, this happens with natural materials. This is bone here, and it has swollen at the end, and where it's kind of curving in, it's kind of popped out a little bit, and you can feel it. You can hear it, and you can see the light through it too if you shine a light. And then you can also feel the transition a lot. Here you can see it, that ridge, a lot right there. So not the best fit with these bone handles, but I do understand that these were made overseas and have experienced a lot of different humidities and temperatures and atmospheres getting here. So the fact that all of these bone handles aren't kind of janky is kind of a miracle. So there's that. Here it is with the kayak. I can never remember the rest of the name. It is named after a river or a creek. What is it? I can't remember at the moment. But it has this brilliant and gorgeous red handle, red bone handle. And this excellent blade. I don't know what you call this. Reverse tanto, I'll say it. Downward angled like a regular canoe. Let's see, where's the canoe? I had one around here somewhere. Here. Like here's a case canoe. When you open up that spear point blade, you see how it angles down. Well, this is an original Andy Armstrong, also this pattern, and I believe he started it with Rough Rider Reserve, but not looking like this. Different blades and different setup, but same handle. But taking that canoe downward angled blade, really, really efficient cutter, because as you can see, like as I push through the cardboard that's here, pretend, it's already eating into it, and it's getting all of that surface area of that cutting edge if I'm just going straight in because of that downward angle. And then the last RoseCraft blades I have is the Awanada. I love this thing. Cute little drop in the pocket, Warncliffe with an outstanding snap and walk and talk, this little thing, really nicely contoured. And I had it on my keys for a hot minute. Great keychain knife, nice and light. You don't want too much weight on your keychain, especially if you have a car like I do where you're still putting the key in the ignition. You don't want too much hanging off the ignition like that. So this would be a good one. These are $15 and they come in like 6 colors. You could get 6 of them and litter them around the house and use them. Drop one in your car, give one to your kids, you know. These things are really awesome. D2 blade steel also. I guess this is sort of an overview of my collection here, but really I want to highlight this one, the Cane Creek Jack. And boy, I cannot wait for the for the bow trapper to come out. That one is going to have dark green micarta, and the shield on it, the shield, instead of the rosebud, which we see here, here, and here, it's going to be a skull. But I talk about how I don't like skull motif, the skull motif on, you know, stuff, gear, and that Punisher skull and all that stuff. I don't, but the skull that is being inlaid into the handle of that bow trapper, it's called the Abed Creek bow trapper, is really cool. It looks like something out of a catacomb or something off of a pirate flag. It doesn't have the jaw, and it just doesn't have that same sort of, I don't know, shopping mall demonic thing going. And it looks very cool. Very excited for that. Anyway, if you've stayed this long, thank you for weathering the word salad. But really check out this knife. It's awesome. I got mine from traditionalpocketknives.com, which is a great, great place to buy knives. All right. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.